Good enough. Avoid being this B student, and let's aim to be an A+++ student. So suit up, get serious, and let's get you an A+++. Your artwork is probably looking pretty decent, but I'm going to show you a few simple tricks that will improve your artwork even more. Ow! The rim of this cup that I made is too sharp. A lot of times, students create beautiful mugs, bowls, and cups, but do not sand down sharp edges and corners. This makes artworks more grade B work, rather than A+++. More importantly, it could potentially be unsafe if you were to glaze something sharp. Not likely to happen, but better safe than sorry. To begin sanding, you want to make sure that you're using greenware, also known as bone dry. Here's a quick test to tell the difference between bone dry and something fired once. Once you have your bone dry item, then you can begin sanding. There are three main places that you want to sand: the bottom, sharp edges and corners, and little imperfections. When you sand, make sure you stand over the trash can. Sanding down imperfections and removing clay boogers will make for great craftsmanship. And craftsmanship is where most of your points come from in your work. The insides of both of these pots has the same exact glaze. So what's the difference? This pot probably had 3 to 4 coats of glaze. This one maybe had 1 or 2. Makes a difference. Stay patient when you glaze and pay attention to how many layers you add. You can always add more layers after your pot has been glaze fired once. Remember that if you don't get the points you like on your 2 glaze projects. When you scratch, score, and attach items on, be sure that your attached items are seamless. So how exactly does that happen? Okay, so here I've set my clay where I want it. Now comes the step to get rid of my seam. The seam is where we can see 2 separate pieces of clay meeting. How you do this, you're going to take your wood modeling tool and smooth clay from the attached item over the seam. You are essentially reinforcing the attachment. And rather than it looking like an attached item, it looks as if it grew out from the main piece of clay. The same concept applies here as you're building 2 walls that are connecting together. The last minor A+++ worthy edit that you can make is being sure that all sides of your structure are even. Using any straight edge, such as a ruler or piece of paper, is a great tool to help guide you in cutting off pesky, uneven edges and sides. So rather than being one of these students, be one of these students, because your effort makes all the difference.